This video is about the two main types of college applications, the common application and the coalition application. And I'll also be talking a little bit about the UC application. So to start off with, both the common and the coalition application are free to use. However, universities may charge their own application fee, which can range anywhere between $25 to $90. And whichever application you use, you'll have to pay this fee for every university that you apply to. Now, both the common and the coalition application have their own main essay, each with different prompts. The common application has an essay word limit of 650 words, and for the coalition application, there's a word limit of 500 to 550 words. For both of these applications, each college may require this essay and some may not, and most colleges often require their own supplemental essays. So this can often mean that the more colleges you apply to, chances are the more essays that you're going to have to write. These essays are different for every university, and they cover a variety of topics. However, there are a few topics that are quite common across universities, and for more information on this, we'll actually be having a webinar this Friday that will go over some of these topics and more application tips. So if you're interested, make sure you check out our Facebook for more information on this webinar, and you can also stay up to date with future webinars and tips. Now moving on, both applications will allow you to input essentially all the same information. There are places in both applications for your personal information, grades, test scores, extracurriculars, essays, awards, etc. And there are just a few differences with formatting and word limits. The main difference between these two applications, however, is the schools that use them. So the common application is more widely used than the coalition application. As of 2020, around 900 schools use the common application and around 140 schools use the coalition application. However, there are a few schools, around 17 schools, that accept only the coalition application and not the common application. These schools include the University of Washington at Seattle, the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and the University of Texas at Austin. So what application you fill out completely depends on the universities that you're interested in applying to. So if some of your schools only support the common application, while others only support the coalition application, you may have to fill out both. However, if all of your schools support both types of applications, then you'll be able to choose which application to fill out based on which interface you prefer more. One thing to note though is that when given this choice, many do choose to fill out just the common application. The reason behind this is because, like I said before, there are only a few schools that only support the coalition application. So later on in the application process, if you decide you want to apply to more schools, there's a much more chance that that school supports the common application than it does the coalition application. Now, moving on to the UC application, the UC application is completely separate from the common and the coalition application. And there is only one application used by all 8 UC schools. So what this means is that it doesn't matter if you're applying to all 8 UCs or if you just want to apply to one UC like UC Berkeley, you will still only be filling out one application. And just like the common or coalition application, the UC application allows you to fill out your background information, extracurriculars, and other information about the same, but it does give you a lot more room to write about your extracurriculars and your awards. The main difference though is the essays. So the UC application has 4 essays. There are 8 essay prompts, and you get to choose 4 out of those 8 that you want to write about. Each individual UC will not have its own supplemental essays, and these 4 essays will be the only essays that you submit to the UCs. On the application, there is a part where you can choose which UCs you want to submit your application to. This allows you to apply to different majors or programs or schools for every UC, but you'll also have to pay a $70 application fee to every campus that you apply to, or $80 for international students.